Hello. Have you ever just felt like telling your story, regardless of the comments that may come to it? I don't care about the comments. I care about just expressing myself and getting stuff off my chest. Um, I've been trying to explain, since moving home back to Texas, and in my transition, I keep trying to explain to my siblings, and sometimes even to like my dad or something. I try to explain to people that I came to this earth in a feminine shell. You know, luckily I have free will to return to my true essence. That's my own test. It's whether you agree with me, disagree, none of that matters to me. What matters is I'm trying to tell you what my experience has been. And the best example I can use is 1980s movies. Okay, I was born in 81. So we got 80s, 90s, and I'm an adult in the 2000s. So it's like I keep trying to explain to my family and now my friends, that whenever I watch those movies, I was in the role of the boy. A lot of people say, you're LGBTQ because of what you've experienced and what you've been exposed to, and I've been exposed to heterosexual normalcy, so you're gonna have to stop saying that as an attack to people, and definitely don't say it to me, because I'm gonna let you know that that's didn't happen to me. I watched Corey Feldman, Corey Haim. Remember Beth Lazar Getty? Y'all remember all of them? We got to Saved by the Bell. I'm talking about, we have all these movies, and it's all about little boy exploration and adventurism. I don't even know if that's a real word, but it really comes down to I wanted to build tree houses. Even, what was the other game we used to play? Oh yeah, playing house, playing doctor and stuff. I was the male doctor. I was the dad. I never assumed the motherly role or that those relatable feelings. Those things don't relate to me. So when I was younger, I wanted to be even on the Double Dare shows. I wanted to be on the guys' team. Like no one. I wasn't trying to. Even down to the music. I know y'all remember that band Immature, right? Constantly. All that kind of stuff. It's like I'm singing to the girls. I'm trying to build the houses. I'm the one leaving home, returning home with gifts and knowledge. I'm just like this. I never had one relatable moment visually as a child that would have been like, oh yes, I cannot wait to grow up and meet my Prince Charming king. What? I don't it even sounds funny thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I always wanted to be the king. I am a king. It's regardless of what you think about me or what you think about it. I'm telling you, as a transgender person, that growing up as a child, I gravitated towards things that I related to. And that's when I began to notice that I didn't have certain body parts. It wasn't that, oh, I'm trying to play house and, try to experience, hypersexual things outside of kissing. I wasn't trying to be exposed to that, and even though, yeah, we did our little 7 minutes in heaven, touching games, dry hump and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was a part of all of that. And if I hurt anyone by experimenting those things, I'm sorry, because you never know if someone may, didn't have the same type of experiences that you were having, which we all have our own journey. But most kids, they play house, they play doctor, and it's, you take on the role in which you relate to. So I've always related to being male, and that's one of the easiest ways to explain that. I was trying to be on the Monster Squad, Goonies, like, it's just none of that having a baby and waiting on the man to come to rescue me, damsel in distress. I'm not saying that's just only what women are. I'm talking about in the 80s, before any of these things was being talked about before. And I'm only talking about my story. I transitioned at 32, and that's pretty late, and people might get mad what I'm gonna say next. And yeah, I do agree that body modifications, for trans kids, I think 18 is good, and that's just because, you don't want to make any decisions that you might wish you could have done later or not at all. And I think that's with any surgery that you do, right? Hello. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I love those 80s kids movies, and those are the movies I identified with as a kid growing up. Once a Goonie, always a Goonie.